operational. Good morning, I'm Ben Lichty and you're watching Pond Bank Farms. Welcome back. If you've been here before, if you're new here, welcome. Today we're hooking on the Mixmill onto the tractor here. Our high moisture corn egg bag is all finished. So we gotta start grinding dry corn. This machine doesn't get used as much as it used to, but when we need it, it sure comes in handy. So I'm hooking it on, gonna grease everything, oil the chains, clean it up a bit, and hopefully it still works. Okay, so we got this Mixmill greased, and we're just putting air in the tires right now. This one was completely slack. And then we're gonna get to seeing if the old girl still grinds some corn. Okay, so I'm gonna fire this up here. Last year when I did this, had a big rat run out of it, so you just never know. I hate rats, by the way. Okay, let's fire it up. So we don't use the PDO too often on this tractor, just for this basically, so it still works. Yeah, I'm gonna venture to say I didn't clean it out good enough last fall fight. One of those things. Oh well. This year I'm afraid we might have to put in that 30 again, but 25 is definitely ideal. Here comes the mixer. It did work. I already had it going. So we put just a little bit on the ground to clear all the augers out and stuff before we started putting it in. And our Mixmill is operational. I expected anything else. It was working when we put it away last year, but you never know what to expect with something like that. Oh yeah, lunchtime. Okay, I brought Dad out to get the manure pump here. I just got to check the oil. Looks good. Okay, so Dad's bringing the manure pump home. I'm gonna go home and hook on the disc spine, get it ready to roll. And we actually have a customer we can start cutting for tonight, which would be nice because we got a lot to cut. So we got a call to cut some either tomorrow or tonight for somebody, and we figured we'd do it tonight since tomorrow we have a bunch of our own we need to get cut. So got to do a quick grease job and we'll be on our way. Okay, we're ready to start cutting. Man, that disc spine needs a wash. So I just got started here and I noticed there was some of hay not going in the windrow. So I got to looking, and there's a plastic flap in here that's supposed to sit like that, so guide all the hay. and it's bent and broken in here. So I'm just trying to rip the top off and get by for today. Nope! Maybe a vice grip will help. Okay. So if I can just tear this off. There we go. It won't be worse. Well, maybe it will be worse. Shoot. Can't be much worse. Try that, see how it goes, I guess. Okay, well that's doing much better, which is good. Kind of question if I even need that part. Well, that's it for this field. So we got a small field of spring wheat here or winter wheat here, that looks like it is gonna be ready here in a few days. So that's gonna be fun. Fall is coming and harvest 2024 is basically here. Crazy. So I enjoyed that so much, I'm gonna cut a field of ours yet tonight. We got a 17-acre field we're gonna make for hay, so I'm gonna cut it wide and get that cut yet tonight. Less to cut tomorrow. So the name of this field is the hill field. I wonder why. That's a hill there. It's hard to see, but it's a hill. Trust me, it's a hill. Picture perfect right there. What a beautiful night. Okay, so we got the whole family in the tractor. This is Evelyn's first tractor ride. Farm girl in the making. And we got Clyde back here playing with the levers, using the screwdriver to fix something. Okay, we're done with this field for the night. We're gonna quit for the night, and we'll be at it bright and early in the morning. Good morning, guys. We are at cutting again this morning. We're doing 15 acres here for somebody else, and then we just got a call from somebody else. We got about 30 acres to do for them, so that'll be most of the morning. Dad and I have a meeting very soon here with somebody about potentially renting some land, so we'll see how that goes. He's coming to pick me up here soon. The weather is looking very good from here on out. We're looking at like the next 10-day forecast being all sun, so we'll probably be able to start combining next week. There's a water hole. So something cool with these toys is you can preset 2 speeds. So my first speed I have preset at 8.5. I can't really see it there. So my first speed I have preset at 8.5, and my second speed is set at 13. So I just have to hit that button, and then you speed up to 13, or you can have it at 18 or 20, and you can set those as much as you want. And then when you're in the field, it's just one click of a button, and you're going from 18 to 5 if you want. Or so works nice for disc binding because you can go 15, 16, 17, however fast you want when you're cutting on down the stretch, and when you turn around at the end, you can slow down to 8 or 9 with one click of a button. Okay, so the meeting went well. I thought it was for renting their land. It was for doing custom work for their land. So we agreed to do that, and basically what they want is us to do everything, come in, do everything, treat it like our own. So it'll kind of be a first of this for us. We do custom work, but not everything, or coming in and treating it like our own. So be a little bit of a new experience as far as billing and stuff, but it'll be fun. It'll be interesting. Okay, there's another field finished. Now off to start our own. Okay, Dad took over disc binding for me for a bit. I gotta go and deliver some hay that I have sold, and potentially some straw. Okay, the straw we're looking for is stacked away back in there a bit, so I think we gotta take a few bales out maybe. Okay, we're hooking on to a wagon here. But we only need the one, so we're gonna unhook these back two. So we're taking one bale of straw. He wants to try it out here and see how he likes it. So we're taking it along with the hay. Looks like somebody forgot to turn the four-ways off. I'm not gonna point fingers, but okay, yes, it was me. It was me. There we go. Loaded and ready to go. Unloading. So I gave him this bale of straw to try out, see how he likes it. Be interested to know if anyone knows what the price of straw is. I've heard some pretty crazy numbers off the, like straight off the windrow this year, but you look at what they're going per bale, I don't think quite reflect that. But what is your, I don't know, there's probably people out there that had experience with selling straw or buying straw, big rounds. What is, or by the pound or by the bale, what's your experience with that? So he wanted me to check his field here. He wants us to cut it and bale it for him, but there's a bit of volunteer barley growing up with the alfalfa. Oh, I'd say at this point he's better off to just let the alfalfa grow up, and then this little bit of straw that's here will go to nothing by then. That's probably his best bet. That's what I'd do. See what if he agrees with that or not. Is Grandpa still cutting? Looks like he's done. Done? He's done. He got it cut. We have some peas and oats there. Okay, we're on our way to pick some stones. Noticed in this field when I was disbonding, I brought up quite a few big stones that I want to take care of before the alfalfa grows too much, because we got underseeding underneath and we're going to be cutting it again, so might save ourselves a lot of headache. But it is going to be a little drive. Okay, so I was just driving by a bean field we have rented here, and I figured I'd stop in and see how they're looking. Seeing a few patches like that, I don't think that's too representative for how the field is. Overall, they're looking good. Just want to look at the weed pressure. There are some small ones. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. Do we leave it? I think you leave it at this point. There's a little bit of mustard in here as well, which I think at this point, I think we'll leave it. It's knee high, so it's not doing bad. Yeah, should be all right. Well, the alfalfa looks like it's coming nicely here. Now, if I remember right, we had some stones up more along the top there. There's a fun little guy. A larger one. This one's stuck. While I'm here, I'm gonna check out the barley we got here. This field is not as good as the other fields. It's very up and down. Don't think we got enough fertilizer on it, unfortunately. Still some greenery in there. You can see the alfalfa's coming up. It's looking a little bit sickly, honestly, but bit of green yet. Bit of green. We'll just dump these stones on the fence row. Only to have a farmer clear the fence row someday and say, who was stupid enough to put all these stones here? That would have been me. And many, many before me. I think we're done here. I got all the big ones, the ones that are going to affect the disc spine. I was really impressed. The barley, I rubbed it between my hands and it just threshes out really nicely. Not sure if it's quite ready or not. It's a little gummy yet. It's close. It's really close. And just like that, we're headed back home. It seems like a far drive for like 30, 40 stones, but it's not. You save yourself one breakdown in the disc spine and you've made up for it. Okay, we gotta hook onto the baler now. Oh, it looks like Clyde already's got the baler hooked onto the tractor. Well, Gare, I think that tractor's good enough for you to go baling. What do you say? So I'm just out here in the header looking what I need for skid shoes. I got all the regular skid shoes. I have like a full set, but this skid shoe here is looking a little bit worn. I don't know what to say. I need a new rivet there, I guess. If I fix that rivet, probably be fine. I messed up here, need a new one. The rest actually don't look too bad. There's one end one here. This one looks a little rough, and I do have another one here. So maybe I should throw that one on. I might, I have it anyway. I pick up the right rivets. I don't have the right rivets here right now, so we gotta pick them up tomorrow. We got a bunch of hay to cut. He's coming to finish, put everything back together in the combine, so it'll be ready to go. And then I gotta service the combine and all that stuff. And then we're also going to be busy baling and wrapping and stuff, so I would like to get this finished tomorrow before we start the wrapping. So when I was hauling manure, I kept getting a low coolant alarm. Might help to have the right screwdriver. I don't see one. Here we go. I was getting a low coolant alarm every time I was on an angle toward the front, and I'm gonna throw a bit of coolant in here. We're using a little bit, or losing a little bit, and I don't see any leaks. It's a little concerning. Hope it's not leaking into the engine. But the engine also uses a little oil. We gotta add it, so I don't think so. But where is it going is my question. We gotta figure that out. I guess we should take an oil sample to make sure it's not going into the engine, and then go from there. For now, I'm going to just top up the coolant. So about 7 years ago, we had a mechanic come out, one of our old tractors that we don't have anymore, and he went to take off the cap on the coolant, and it all sprayed up in his face. He burnt his face. That was, I mean, it must not have been too hot because he didn't like burn it, but he was pretty sore. It's always good to be careful. So over here, we should have some antifreeze. I think we got to get some more, but we only got one jug left. Better get some more. Okay, we got the antifreeze added in. I'm always super impressed how concerned they are that we can get to everything super easy. I'm joking, by the way, but anyway, can't get to everything. Anyway, okay, so that should be good. I didn't have to put much in, just enough. Look at that, I found some rivets in here after all, so great. That'll be a good project for early tomorrow morning before we start cutting some hay. I figure the least I can do for Gare is vacuum the floor. Okay, you caught me. Well guys, I think that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, or don't. If you watched it, I'm sure it'll come up in your suggested feed again, so whatever floats your boat. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share it to your friend if you think it's something they would enjoy. Also, go ahead and hit the like button. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.